Yes, nice. I'm here to show our solution for a headless CMS with the base of Neos and as frontend Nuxt. I'm Stefan. I'm Managing Director Development at Jungformat Tech. And some of you maybe know me already as one of the guys of WebXS. So we work since a long time with Neos, and we are totally in love with Neos. It's known for its in-place editing, and it's also known for the application frameworks. It's really powerful, and I don't want to change to another system because for me it's just awesome. And then we needed some other thing, and we fell in love with Nuxt.js too. So, what now? We have Neos and Nuxt, and of course we created a headless CMS with Neos, and now we created a product as a service for the CMS and Node.js hosting to combine the power of Neos for the content management system and Nuxt as frontend. Our main goals were we needed a solid CMS base. We wanted to have an editor-friendly system, and it had to be extensible. And the front end, we needed a rapid front-end development. So we wanted to create sites really fast, and we needed a rich feature set. And there are two main roles. The editor is creating structured content in the CMS, of course, and the front-end developer is making it beautiful. So the complete control over the content structure is by the editor. And this is how it looks like. This is Neos with a normal page tree, so no lists or something like that. It's just page trees with pages and which have URLs. We have in the middle a content section where it just creates some content elements, and on the right settings which are based on what I have selected right now. And initially we started with a lot of content types, and we limited it with each version. Now we are here. We just have single line, plain text, rich text, image, and collection as base node types. And this is enough to create the whole website. I show it later. And on the other side, we created an open source Kickstart implementation of Nuxt, where you just can clone the repository and you're immediately connected to the demo site and can start scratching your new project. This is really fast and cool. And then you need custom components, of course. Let's say we create a new headline. We just take the single line text node type with just some content, and then it's rendered without styling, without structure. In the backend, we can name the node type as component h1. Then we have in Nuxt just these changes. We create a file named h1, create our markup, add some predefined props, and load the dynamic component to view. This is all we need to create a new custom component. It's immediately up and running. Of course, there's GraphQL involved between back and front end, and it's just a bit of schema. It's not that much, but the lucky side is you don't have to touch GraphQL at this. You can, of course, if you have special needs, but if you have just pages and content in these pages, you don't need to touch this GraphQL stuff. So now we have a quick and easy project kickstart. So we just clone a project and we are ready to go to develop and maybe to keep what we built. We have a flexible content creation. The editor is fully charged to create his own structure. So the frontend has to be ready to take components as they are. So the editor is creating a component and the frontend is just rendering the component where the editor told it has to be. And of course, we have multiple publish options. It's GraphQL, it's an open endpoint, and you can add this to other systems and solutions. And we have a full-featured application framework behind the CMS. So if we need something more, we can do everything. So let's switch to a live demo somewhere. So on the left side, we have the backend. On the right side is our front end. We have the notary, of course, and the settings. Let's hide this one. We can just edit some stuff, make it bold, add maybe a new rich text element. So, and publish it. We reload. And there is our changes. It's that simple. We can even create more complex stuff. So let's assume we create a 2-column content. It's just a special 2-column content. This is nothing else than a collection. So we create my 2-column. This is now a new node type. We say it's 2-column. That's just for the backend, and we insert other content elements. So we insert 1 column, and of course a second one. Not here. And now we are ready to insert content. Left column, maybe an image. And crop it. Okay. Now if we publish, of course, nothing happens. We didn't create our my 2-column content element right now. So, but it doesn't break the front end. What you have to do is we create the file, my 2-column content, add the plugin, and we are ready to go. But this is not really editor friendly right now. You can't give this to an editor to say, you have to do this all the time again and again. So we cut this because we have templates. We can create a node template. There are already some. Insert. We can give a description for the editor. This is a special 2-column. Publish it, and now we have an additional option. We can select component name, my new 2-column content, and it's here right away. And this is really powerful because you can scratch your system extremely fast as front-end dev, and it's handy for the editors too. And this worked out really well for us. So and that's our real love between Neos and Nuxt. And maybe you heard already, there's a new kid on the block, and it's called Deno. This is the node the node inventor has created a new runtime, and just for fun and because it's cool, we created a second Kickstart project. It's still experimental, but you can run the backend already with Deno, and this is really simple. This is the local project. Just run the server. And we have our site here. This is local, but we already created some components which are here right out of the box. Not all components, yes, but it works really well. So it's fun to play with. And yes, it even works if you just add the project, the GitHub URL. It downloads the current version and it's up and running too. So just the same project. So this was extremely short, just an overview. Just have a look at Neos Headless or at GitHub repos. And please have a look at Neos.io. It's a really amazing open source project with a nice team behind it. And yes, that's me. If you have questions or inputs, please contact me over Twitter or maybe per mail if you're using mail. And yes, we are hiring. We are searching for one project manager and one front-end dev. So if you're interested, have a look at jvm.ch. Thank you.